Hey everybody, Game Tech from Naughty Senpai here, and I have a very special video for you guys today. I actually just picked up a giant retro game lot. I'm talking Sega Master System, NES, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, heck, some old PC games, even board games in here. I'm talking like the guy actually had like 3 Warhammer like old board games, like with books and all this stuff. So a little backstory first. I was at work. I work at Hastings, and this couple came in. They were trying to see if we bought retro video games, which we do, but we don't buy the consoles or anything like that, and we don't actually give much for the games either. Like, we're not like we don't specialize in retro games, so it's kind of a generic price we give, and a lot of the stuff they were selling, was some pretty high dollar stuff. So I was just like, I gave them my number. I said, call me when I get off work, and I'll see, if I'm interested in any of the stuff that you've got. So they called me up when I got off work, and I met with the guy today. Today is Monday, and they just have this giant crate. Like a couple of boxes, but then we put it in one crate of all this retro gaming stuff, and I was just like blown away by how much there was. And actually, this isn't even all of it. This is actually just going to be part 1. The guy even has more stuff that's in storage, including like a copy of Zelda Skyward Sword, which I've actually been looking for quite a while now. Yeah, he has a copy of Zelda Skyward Sword. He has some more N64 and I think Super Nintendo games as well. So this is just going to be part 1 of what I'm going to be getting from this guy, and I'm very, very grateful for them. I actually got a really good deal on a lot of this stuff, and for all of these stuff together, like with this and plus what I'm going to be getting, I think he only wanted like $150, but I actually didn't have that much with me at the time. I only had 40, so he actually took the 40 that I had on me then. For what I just got here, and then I'm going to pay him the rest when I get my next paycheck. So very cool stuff. I'm really glad. I've been wanting to start collecting retro games for a long time now, and this is definitely a huge start into what I've been wanting to do. I don't even know if I'm going to have a room for a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to have to probably do some rearranging here in my room just to be able to fit some of this stuff. I do have like an old CRT television back there in the corner. You probably can't see it. Chairs in the way, sitting on the floor, so I'm probably going to try to hook something up, set up some little system over there where I can kind of like change back and forth between the systems on the fly. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with my retro game pickup lot. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is this bag of assorted, just loose games. Most of this, almost all of it actually, is Sega Genesis games. There's a couple of N64 games, some Sega Master System games, so I figured I'd go ahead and start with this bag here. I just like clean off space on my bed. I'm just going to be putting all this stuff on my bed as I go, and I'm going to go through everything in this box, individually. So this might be a pretty long video. It's going to be completely uncut. I'm not going to have any cuts in it or anything. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and here we go. So start up, we have Samurai Showdown for the Sega Genesis. Alright. We have Battlemaster, also for the Genesis. Now, a lot of these games are not in like pristine condition. They're just kind of, good or acceptable. A lot of them have torn labels or anything. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not like a 100%, like collector. I like to have everything. I just want to be able to play the games, so games work, that's fine with me. Desert Strike, also for the Genesis. This one has some writing on it, but that's fine as long as the game works. Next up we have Golden Axe 2. This one, well, I was about to say it's in really good condition, and then I saw the the mark on it with the marker. So Golden Axe 2 for the Genesis. Alright, then we got NES. We have Super for the NES. This one's actually in pretty good condition. This is a Konami game. Really interesting. I'm definitely going to try this one out. This bag's heavy. Jackal for the NES. Another pretty good condition game. It does have a little like a garage sale sticker there on the back, but that's fine. I can come off easily. Alright. Then we have, what is this? Is this MLB? I guess this is the first MLB game for the NES. There's no numbers or letters or anything, so America's favorite pastime brought to life with all the excitement of a real game. So MLB. I wonder if this is the one the kid was playing in the beginning of The Princess Bride. Because I remember, if you remember in The Princess Bride, the kid, I think he was playing a baseball game on the NES at the beginning. I wonder if this is that game. It'd be pretty interesting. Next up, we have Turok 2 for the Nintendo 64. This is really cool. I've actually never seen this game in person. I was not aware they had N64 games that were actually black cartridges. That's actually really cool. This was a Hollywood Video rental, it looks like. It's got the sticker there. But I think was it the first Turok? I know there was one that was green. I've seen that one around before. I didn't know there was one that was black, so that's really cool. There it is again, Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Alright, let's get some of these box games out. I'm actually going to set this box down here so I don't have to keep holding it. Alright, so next we have a Sega Master System game. This is Missile Defense 3D, the Mega cartridge, and a lot of this stuff, well, a lot of the games have manuals, but a lot of them are actually from other games, so like this one has Shooting Gallery in it, but it also has the manual for that game in there as well. As well as, hello, what do we have here? Assuming this is like some kind of Sega Master System. Oh, hello. Oh, cool. It's like a poster. That's really cool. And then on the this side, it's got a lot of the games that were for the Master System. That's really cool. I don't know if all the games were came with these, or if that was just this might have just been included with the actual console itself, and then it just got stuck with this game or something. But so this is a it says Light Phaser. I can't see that. Light Phaser 3D glasses required. They actually included the 3D glasses for the Master System in this game lot, so I actually will be getting to that. So yes, they have. There's like a ton of accessories and everything, light guns and all this stuff in here. So yes, I do have the 3D glasses so I can play this. So that's really cool. Alright, let's keep the Shooting Gallery manual out. What we get next? Super Caesar's Palace. Like, you know, just kind of like a shovelware game, I guess. I know I've seen this around. I don't know anything about it. I think it's just kind of a lot of, you know, car games and like mini games and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and address this. There was actually several boxed Nintendo 64 games, but they're actually just the boxes. So like here is actually sorry, this is Super Nintendo. There are N64 games as well. So this is SimCity for the Super Nintendo, and a lot of these games are actually just the boxes. Like if I open it up here, let's see. So it's actually got the original manual as well. For some reason, there's a Nintendo 64 booklet in there. But yeah, a lot of these don't actually have the game, so they're just the boxes. And the guy did say that he has more games in storage that was actually included with what I paid for this. And he did say he has more N64 and Super Nintendo games. So a lot. Hopefully, some of these boxed, hopefully some of these boxes that I have without the games, the actual games will be in the next lot that I get from the guy. Because I mean. Come on, get back in there. This little part of the manual is not wanting to get back inside the box. But yeah, hopefully the actual games are included with the next round that I get. Because some of these are games that I've been wanting to get for a long time. So you'll see what I'm talking about when I get to that. So yeah, SimCity, SimCity for the Super Nintendo box. And a lot of the boxes, you know, they're not in the best condition. But I think it's just cool just even having boxes. Because, I mean, there's not too many retro game stores around where I live, but even ones that there are, there's hardly any boxed games ever, and if they are, it's usually for Sega Genesis, because Genesis games are usually the easiest to find boxes for. Alright, moving on. These aren't really games, but there was actually a couple of demo discs. So there's Dot Hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth demo disc. So it's got the demo, and it also has a trailer for Dot Hack GU Volume 2. So that's pretty cool. This is for the PlayStation 2. There's also a Xbox demo disc, and it's interesting. Yeah, this is for Vex, Kakuto Chojin, Mech Assault, MX Superfly, Rally Fusion, Apex, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Crimson Sea, and more. You can see the full list here on the back, if I can hold it properly. I even see Shenmue 2 on there. Huh, that's pretty cool. So it's actually got a full chapter of Shenmue 2 on it. That's really cool. Moving on, we have Star Wars. I cannot hold these properly for this video. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire for the Nintendo 64. That's really cool, and this one's actually in really good condition. There. Moving on, we have Mortal Kombat 2 for the Sega Genesis. Everyone knows what Mortal Kombat is. I don't really need to talk about it. Let me just pick up a handful this time. We've got Jungle Strike for the Sega Genesis, the sequel to Desert Strike. Mortal Kombat 1 for the Sega Genesis. What is this? Arcade's Greatest Hits for the Genesis. Interesting. And we also have a copy of Mortal Kombat 2 for the Super Nintendo. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Some more down here. Right, next up we have James Bond 007, The Duel for the Sega Genesis. Another Xbox demo disc. Feels like there's actually 2 discs in here. Hello. Okay. Yeah, there's actually 2 demo discs in here, and it was only supposed to be 1. I'm not gonna read all these again, but you can kind of, if I can freaking hold this properly, you can pause there if you need to see what all is on here. Let's see here. Cabal for the NES. Interesting looking game. And we also have Captain Skyhawk, also for the NES. Alright, getting to the bottom of the pile here. X Mutants for the Sega Genesis. Sonic the Hedgehog 1. This one's actually pretty, in not the best condition, but I mean, if it plays, it plays. For Sega Genesis, we have here Gadget Twins for the Genesis, and Gauntlet Legends for the N64. This is a Blockbuster rental, if you can't tell by all the stickers on it. Alright, let's see here, just a couple more things here in the bag. We have Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords for the Game Boy Advance. This is another case where it's just the box, no game. Let me actually see. I didn't check to see if it actually has the original like manual and stuff. Looks like it does. Yeah, that's the cool thing. A lot of these, they don't have the games, but they do have all of the, oh, this is like everything. So it's got like little My Nintendo Power thing, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy booklet, and the original manual for the game. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of the stuff I'll have, like, you know, I might not have the game, but if I do come across the game later, then I'll have a complete game once I do that. Oh wait, there's also... God, how much stuff is in here? Okay, there's also another ad for the... there's also an ad for the DS Lite. Interesting. Alright. Let's get all this stuff back in here. Maybe. Okay. Close that up. So, Link to the Past 4 Swords. Just a Super Mario All-Stars game manual. No game or box or anything, just a manual. See, Caesar's Palace for the Genesis, so I've got it for the Super Nintendo and the Genesis now. Yay! Here's one that I was definitely excited for when I saw this in here. Castlevania Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis. The front label is completely intact, and then there at the top it's slightly torn, where it has the game title. So that's unfortunate, but this is a pretty high dollar game. I think just the game by itself goes for about $50. So I was definitely excited to have this in here. The cartridge itself actually looks pretty good condition. So definitely looking forward to playing this. And the last one in here we have is Shining Force 2, also for the Sega Genesis. So that is all for this bag. Let me go ahead and try to put all these games back in here so I can clean off this space on my bed so I can get ready for all the next stuff. Alright, so that takes care of that, so that was pretty good. Now, oh my god, this box is heavy. Alright, so now we're moving on to the rest of the crate, and I mean this thing is huge. Alright, god, where do I even want to start? I guess to start with this, which immediately caught my eye. We have the original Legend of Zelda for the NES, the nice gold cartridge. This thing is like mint condition too, like this thing is pristine. So that is really nice to have. Definitely going to be playing this bad boy. I wish this is one of the ones that had the original box with it. That would be really cool, but just the game, but it is in a cool little protective box. So that's really nice to have. We have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Genesis, and this one actually does have the game, thankfully, along with its beautiful not-for-resale sticker. Because I think, what was it, a lot of these were actually bundled with the Genesis, I believe, so that's why they have the not-for-resale sticker on them. We got some more boxes with no games. We got Army Men Sarge's Heroes for the N64. I used to love this game so much. I'm actually going to open it up right quick and see what all is in it. I know there's no game in it, but let's see if it's manuals and stuff. So it's got the original N64 junk, little register for, what is this? Little registration card, fill it out. I've always wanted to just like take one of those old registration things, just fill it out. Just for giggles. Okay. And then we have the actual game manual, so it does have the manual, so that's really nice. And a lot of these manuals are in like really good condition too. So it's very nice to have. So I'm definitely going to be out on the lookout for a lot of these games that I have the boxes for. Like I said, hopefully they'll be included with the next lot. So that'll definitely be very nice to have. Alright, so Army Men Sarge's Heroes box. A lot of these are actually also have the box. These are some more Sega Master System games. So we have R-Type, arcade there at the top. Okay, yeah, just making sure. So here is the game cartridge itself. I've always loved how cool these actual... I've actually never seen these cartridges like in person until now. So this is actually really nice. And this also has the poster that was with the other game. So that's I guess they all included these posters for the Master System. So that's actually really cool. And nowadays you'll be lucky if games have a manual, let alone a poster. So yeah, R-Type, and let me show you the back right quick. All right. Alright, another one, and this is actually the one that for the manual that was with the other game, Shooting Gallery, also for the Master System. So, there's the manual that was with the other one. Again, has the has the poster. I'm not going to bother taking it out. And there's the cartridge. These are like mint condition cartridges too. These are like really well taken care of, especially for something this old. Like these are. When did this come out? It's not like a date or anything. No date. But I know it had to have been. I want to say this is around the same time the NES was out, so like 87 maybe, somewhere around there. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is around 86, 87, because it was before the Genesis. Another Sega Master System game, Afterburner, 4 mega cartridge. Here's the back. Open it up. Also has the manual. That's very nice. This one doesn't have the poster, surprisingly. Here's the cartridge. On the back. Yeah, these are really, really nice. Another Sega Master System game, Outrun, 2 mega cartridge. So this is like a little racing game. Has the manual, also has the poster. So here's the manual. And the game cartridge. Alright. Moving on. Another one I was really happy to see, but unfortunately didn't have the game. Ocarina of Time, of course, for the N64. The box, it has seen better days. It's got some little dents on it. It's a couple of, wear up here, but just having the box for this is really cool, and it actually does. I've already opened it. I'm not gonna do it again because it took so long to get the box back to good condition. It does have the manual in here and all the original inserts, so that's really nice. So I really hope the game is in the next lot that I'm gonna be getting. Another thing, PC game actually. This is Stronghold Legends, by 2K. So interesting. All right. Some box Genesis games. We have NCAA Final Four basketball for the Sega Genesis. Get in the game. This one is complete. Has the manual and the cartridge. Very nice. Alright, we have a couple more loose games. Off-Road for the Super Nintendo. Super Battleship for the Genesis. We have a loose Mega System. We have a loose Master System game, Thunderblade, and another Genesis game. We have X-Men 2. Very nice, very nice. Clone Wars. Alright, let's move those over here. Let's see, Terminator 2, the arcade game for the Genesis. Actually, pretty good condition. Not good condition. This is a, the label's kind of torn in half. It's like I guess a 6-pack game, where it's got, see, it's got Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and, some other games that I can't even tell, so I'll have to actually load it up to see what all is on there. Alright, let's go and get to the consoles, I guess. Sega Master System console. Pretty nice condition. Alright, there's the controller ports, all that good stuff. And there is a lot of accessories and controllers and stuff. Only thing it didn't include was the power cord, so hopefully I'll be able to get a hold of a power cord pretty easily. It does look like it just uses like kind of a standard AC adapter, so hopefully I won't have too much trouble finding a power cord for this. Other than that, I mean, it's got a couple of scratches here on the front. You probably can't see that well on here, but it is pretty decent condition. Alright, moving on. Another game, which I wish had the actual game instead of the case. Contra Hard Corps for the Sega Genesis. Again, this is just the case, unfortunately. Does have the manual though, but no game, unfortunately. And for some reason, the manual for Golden Axe 2 is also in there. Alright, moving on. Let's go ahead and get some more consoles out of the way. Sega Genesis console. And Sega Genesis console. So I actually got 2 Sega Genesis consoles. So one, I'll probably either sell one or give it away to a friend or something like that. Because I mean, I don't need 2. I don't need 2 consoles. So, I'm actually gonna carefully put these on the floor because I'm actually running out of room on my bed already. We have a light phaser for the, this is for the Master System actually. Really cool, actually really good condition as well. Yeah, complete. Cute. Alright, another box, full game. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. Don't really need to talk about this game. Everyone already knows it. Everyone already loves it. So, nothing later. More consoles. Whoops, I was seeing if there's any games in these actually. NES console. Now, I will go ahead and say this. I believe the guy said there's actually 3 NES consoles here. I'm not going to pick up every single one of them. They have 3 NES consoles, and he said only one of them worked. So I don't know if it has to deal with like maybe it's like a pin connector issue, because I know a lot of the old NES have the 72 pin connectors. Those get messed up really easily. So I mean, it might just be a matter of replacing the pin connector, and I have 3 working NESs. Or it might have something to do with the internal battery, all that stuff, I don't really know. But he says one of them works and the other 2 don't, but they didn't remember which one, so he just ended up giving me all 3. So I guess I'll find out. That will sit down here. I guess I'll just go ahead and show these. Oh, this actually had this actually does have a game in it. Super Mario Bros. Don't Cut! Yeah! Rarest game of all time! Yeah! Awesome, that actually is pretty cool. Super Mario Bros. Don't Cut was in the NES, so always check your NESs for cartridges. You never know. There's gonna be a game in it. And the last one. So we're gaming you. No game in this one. So last NES. Alright, moving on. Got some more Genesis games. For some reason this one has tape on the back. Not sure why. I'll worry about that later. This is a Clay Fighter for the Sega Genesis. This one is complete in box. Woo! So, and I guess everything wants to fall out while I'm trying to do this video. Alright, so there's a manual, because I guess it really wanted some attention. Not sure was making all that. Anyways, I guess part of the case was a little. I think, yeah, it was part of the case that was holding the manual that had got chipped off, it looks like. So, lightning fast gameplay. There we go. Alright, moving on. Another Master System game. This one actually uses the light phaser, which I have. Marksman shooting and trap shooting. Alright. Here is the back. This one's actually... okay. This one doesn't have the manual, but it does have the game. Marksman shooting and trap shooting. Okay, interesting title. Game of the year, 1985. Alright. We have here John Elway's quarterback for the NES. Also, guys, I'm probably not even halfway through done with this box. That's how much stuff is in here. Most of the rest of the stuff is actually like books and accessories and stuff. So most of the actual games are really good. Another one, which I really wish had the game. Majora's Mask for the Nintendo 64. It does have the original manual and all that good stuff. I've already opened it. The case is kind of a little messed up there, but it's in better condition than the Ocarina of Time box, which is really good. So there we go. Majora's Mask. I love this game so much, so I really hope the cartridge is in the next haul. Alright, let's go. I guess I'll do this as a follow-up to Majora's Mask. The Majora's Mask Primus Official Strategy Guide with the first page kind of a little torn off there. Might be able to tape that back on there. I'm not sure. I don't know. I might try to fix that and try to, like, tape it on there so it'll actually look nicer. And but this is a complete strategy guide for Majora's Mask. Again, not in the best condition, but I mean, it was just kind of thrown in there. A lot of this stuff was just thrown in there as bonuses. So, really cool just to have. So let's sit that over there. Let's see here. What else do we got? We'll go through consoles right quick. Super Nintendo console. Probably gonna either sell this or give it away as well because I actually have a Super Nintendo already. So, and this one's seen better days. It's actually pretty, not the best condition, but it's a Super Nintendo, hey. So, like I said, I'll probably either sell this one or give it away to a friend or something else because I already have one. So. And the last console, which I'm definitely not giving away or selling, Nintendo 64 console. Yay! It's actually pretty good condition. All the way around. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's got a couple of dings here and there. But overall, this is actually a really good condition N64. Alright, so sit that down there. Alright, there's a couple more games I can't really get to right now, so I'll just start going through the rest of this stuff. Okay. A lot of this stuff is actually really old. We got some Game Informer magazines in here. I'm just going to start throwing these up here. Official Mortal Kombat 3 Fighters Champion. This is like really like in-depth character guides and strategies for Mortal Kombat. So that's pretty cool. Mortal Kombat 2 Official Power Play Guide. Again, same thing with the first one. Really cool strategies and stuff. Another Game Informer. This one's actually still in the little envelope doohickey. Yeah, this is still like this was like just like it was mailed to the person. Still got their little, still got the person's. Yeah, I can't even hold it. Still got their address on there and everything. So that's pretty cool. Interesting. Alright. We got Lego Star Wars: A Complete Saga strategy guide. Oh, here we go. We got some more. This is another one with the game No Box Tailspin for the Genesis. I'll drop everything. Does have the manual, but so sad. Right. Let's see here. Oh, here's the manual for A Link to the Past. So, I guess that was, the box is over there, but I'll probably put it in there. So I do have the manual for A Link to the Past, so that's cool. As well as Super Nintendo little thing, and Nintendo 64 pamphlet. So those right there. Let me go and get these out of the way, because these are taking up a lot of room here. Oh, here we go. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time official strategy guide. This one's actually a lot better condition than the Majora's Mask one. Whoa. I say that, but then pull out like a page. Just like a loose page in there. No, at least the cover is actually intact and the spine is nice and not torn. So definitely cool. It's just really cool having this stuff. It's just like just a part of gaming history, just still with you. So really glad that I was able to get a lot of this stuff. Then a lot of the stuff down here is what I mentioned earlier, the Warhammer stuff. So this is the this is like a really big like hardback book. Warhammer 40,000. This thing is huge. Look at this. I'm assuming this is the guide for the game, something like that. Rules, background. So I mean, a lot of this stuff is like a lot for role-playing games, role-playing board games. So I'm assuming this is a lot of the lore and how to play and stuff like that. There. then a smaller one also for Warhammer 40,000 rules book. Warhammer 40,000. This is the what we got here? Witch Hunter, Inquisitor, and Retinue. Something. And it's got a lot of pieces in here, so that's pretty cool. No idea what this is. Codex Eldar. Looks pretty cool though. I guess this is for more of I don't know. I don't think this is Warhammer stuff. Interesting. This is Warhammer. Warhammer 40,000 Battle for Macragge? Read this first. So I'm assuming this is the book that you need to read first before you start playing. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is like really in-depth too. Like, I mean, if this is the read me first book and it's still got this many pages, you know this is a very in-depth game. Then we have Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines. I'm not going to spend too much time on all this stuff. Here we have another Master System game I forgot about, Double Dragon. The Master System. This one's actually probably the worst condition out of all the Master System games, but that's not saying much, or that's saying a lot because the other ones are pretty good condition. This one just has the game, no manual. Alright, put that there. Then the actual board games. Warhammer 40,000. Huge. I have no idea if this stuff has all the pieces or not. These were just kind of at the bottom of the box. And oh my gosh. Warhammer 40,000 Battle for Macragge. Cool. Alright, the rest of the stuff is controllers, cables, accessories, all that good stuff. Another thing that was in here, this little Blockbuster Secret Codes 2000, so that's also pretty cool. Alright, I guess I'll start with all these freaking cables. We have a Nintendo Zapper. That's so cool. Just love the sound that it makes. Alright, I'm running out of room for all this stuff. A very long cable. This is for, I think this is for an Xbox 360 or original Xbox. One of those. It says Microsoft on it, so not sure why this is in here because there's no other Microsoft stuff in here. So there's just some AV cables, or sorry, component cables. So anybody needs some component cables? I don't need them. I don't have an Xbox. Moving on. A lot of this stuff is really all tangled up, so hopefully I can get it all. Hopefully none of this stuff is like these cords are messed up. We have a arcade stick for I believe this is for the Master System. Yeah, I believe this is for the this is our arcade stick for the Master System. So that's really cool. I swear, I have no more room for this stuff. I'm really sorry. This is just a power cord. Just a power cord, just power extension. Looks like, or something like that. Okay. just sitting there. N64 controller. You can tell this is an off-brand controller. Not an official Nintendo one. It does have a memory card back here though, so that's pretty cool. Great. Don't fall, please. Okay, moving on. What do we got here? Oh, whoa, hello. Oh my god, this stuff is all... You see this? You see this? This is all tangled up. Oh my god. This is part of the stuff that's not tangled up. NES controller. Standard NES controller. Whoosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello. Super Nintendo controller. This is interesting. I've never seen... I know it's off-brand, but I've never seen one like that. That is, interesting. This is Super Nintendo, right? Yeah, Super Nintendo. That's definitely interesting to say the least. I'm gonna try to roll this stuff up. And I know it's not very good to roll the cables up like this, but believe me, it's a lot better than what they're like right now. So I'm just trying to get everything separated right now for the most part. Hello, what the? This is just like a giant, like, splitter component cable. Looks like one is for the Xbox, one is for the PS2 or PS1, and one is for the either Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64. So, okay, yay, more component cables. Alright, let's move on here. We have, I don't even know, some kind of thingy. It says paddle on the top. I'm assuming, I think this is also for the, wait. It says Atari on the thing. I don't know if this is actually for the Atari, though, because I thought this was something for the Master System. I'm not even sure. Someone could tell me what this is. I would greatly appreciate it, because that's interesting. I'm sure, not sure what this is. Okay, moving on. Just a standard coaxial cable here. Male, I think. Actually, got some controllers here. Genesis controller. Okay, I believe this is a first party. Doesn't look like a third party controller. So yeah, pretty sure this is a actual official Genesis controller. Try to roll it up and get it situated. I have another arcade stick. This is for the, what's this for? I believe this is for the NES, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty sure this is for the NES, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. Little coaxial video cable adapter doohickey. You know what these are. If you've ever owned a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo, you know what these are. Alright, on. This looks like a little adapter, sort of. I believe this is for, it says Nintendo. It says RF out, EV in. So I'm assuming this is what lets you, not even sure actually. Might be a AV, like, adapter for the, Super Nintendo or the NES, so you can use AV instead of coaxial. Alright. Another Genesis controller. This is actually, I think, in better condition. Alright. Now just something more. Master System controller. It's actually really good condition. These things are I have never seen one of these controllers until today. That's so cool. Like, there's... it's so cool. I'm be really careful with these. I don't want to mess this controller up. Alright, moving on. I have another Master System controller. So we got two. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Alright. That pile is huge over there. Random, got PC game, Pirates of the Caribbean, World's End. Good stuff, good stuff. Cool, cool. Don't care. Here's something I do care about, actually. We got, Diablo 2 for the PC, so that's really cool. Didn't even check to see if all the discs were in here. Play disc. Whoa, hello. Play disc, install disc, and cinematics disc. So I believe it's intact. And it also has the expansion set for Lord of Destruction. So that's really neat. Nice little bonus that was in there. Alright, what do we got? Looks like another adapter for... What is this for? Oh my gosh. A lot of stuff. Yeah, this thing is not the best condition. So, yeah. Alright, moving on. So we've got an AC adapter. This one is for... I believe this is for the Super Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken. Super Nintendo or NES, one of those. Alright, just kind of randomly, we have a Wii Nunchuck. Just a nunchuck, no Wii remote, no Wii games, nothing. Just a nunchuck. I'm gonna chunk it over there. Alright, moving on. This is actually something really, really cool. And this is a two-piece set. This is kind of what was the four-way into wireless controlling, apparently. So, you would actually plug this into your NES, and then this actually acts as a receiver to it, and you can plug into up to 4 controllers, and you can actually play with the controllers, away from the console. So this would act as the wireless receiver, and we'll go to this, and you can actually plug in the NES controllers into here. So that is really, really cool, and definitely a really cool thing to have in my collection. It's so cool. God, I'm out of room. Don't fall, please. Thank you. Okay. Another AC adapter. This is for, also says Nintendo, so this might be the Super Nintendo one, and the other one might be for the NES. I'm not sure. They both say Nintendo, and they both kind of look the same. So I don't know. They might actually be the same ones. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure if the NES and Super Nintendo use the same AC adapters. Another one. This is for Sega. If I can get this freaking cord untangled. Holy crap! Come on. It's like tied in a knot. There we go. Alright, Sega AC adapter. I believe this one's for the Genesis. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's for the Genesis because they said they didn't have the power cord for the Master System, so this is the only other thing it could be. Unless there's just a random AC adapter for Dreamcast in here. No one told me about. Another NES controller. Very good, very good. All the buttons good. Good. Push. I guess this is more Warhammer stuff. This is the last book that was in there. Warhammer Chaos Space Marines. Alright, getting to the bottom. We got our Nintendo 64 AC adapter. Or, yeah, that's what this is. Okay, this goes in the wall, Nintendo 64. Yep. Good. Alright. I don't know. Is VTech powers zone reading comprehension? That's cool. Yeah. Okay, and this is what I was actually talking about earlier. This is the 3D glasses for the Master System. These things are probably filthy. I'm about to put these on. But yeah, these are the 3D glasses for the Master System, and I'm not sure if there's like a device they plug into, or if it plugs into, it's like got a headphone cable cord there, 3.5mm. So I'm assuming there's like another device these plug into. There might be. I don't really see much else down there, but so yeah, it might actually plug into the console itself. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do a little more research and look around and see what else is in here and see what these are for. But that's really cool. Just the fact that there was already like 3D gaming back in the 80s is just so cool. This is go to town is wearing these. Like, sup, man? Yeah, got my Sega Master System 3D glasses on, bruh. Alright. That was really cool. Alright, getting to the bottom here. We have another cable here for coaxial. Audio cables. There's no video, it's just mono. Well, no, it's not mono, it's white and left and right, so yeah. It's gonna be such a pain figuring which all stuff goes to which. This is the RF switch for the, it's either for the Genesis or for the Master System, I'm not sure. Probably for the Genesis. God, these cords are so tangled. So keep that one in there. Got another friggin' Sega RF switch, RF unit. So this one I think is probably for the Master System. Alright, last but not least we have a couple more games. Oh, okay. Last bit. We have Crystalis for the NES. Street Fighter 2 for the Genesis. Awesome Possum for the Genesis. Wheel of Fortune for the Genesis. What do we got here? Madden 96 for the Genesis. Something Pro-Am for the Genesis. I don't know, the label's kind of torn there. And last but not least, Techno Clash for the Genesis. Alright guys, that is all. Let me go ahead and show you. The whole crate is empty. That's just some of the cables that I already went through down there. So that was the entire crate. And like I said, I really shouldn't make YouTube videos, should I? Like I said, there is more stuff that the guy's getting that's still in storage. So this was just, like I said, going to be part 1. So I have no idea what's going to be in the next one. I do know for a fact that he actually does have a copy of Skyward Sword for the Wii, which I think I mentioned earlier. So definitely looking forward to getting that. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my really unprofessional video of this retro game lot pickup video. It was fun to do. Now I need to go and sort through all this stuff and actually make room for it all, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watched it all the way, I applaud you for sticking around with this 53 minutes. God, no one's going to watch this video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you later. Bye-bye.